So now we are going to discuss the Faraday's first law. It's a very important law because every year I think one question is asked regarding the quantitative aspect of electrolysis. So it's because it is involving so many concepts from stoichiometry, that is N factor, mole concept, gas laws. So many things are involved here. So if we clear the basic concept regarding this Faraday's law, Faraday's first law, then we can solve such type of the question, whatever type question is asked from quantitative aspect of electrolysis, that we can easily solve. So first we can define the Faraday's first law, that is according to this law, if a q amount of charge is passed through an electrode, W gram of a substance will discharge at any electrode, either it is anode or cathode. So we can say that according to this law, W gram of the substance is discharged, that is the W will be directly proportional to Q. And we already know, since charge equals to what? It is the product of current supplied in unit time. So this will be equals to I into T. Or we can say W will become equals to ZIT. So where Z is called electrochemical equivalent. Now we can determine the value of Z, that is experimentally it is determined. So when 1 Faraday charge is supplied amount of a substance discharge an electrode is always equal to its equivalent weight, that is E. So we are having, now we can determine the value of Z, since IT is equals to what? 1 Faraday, then W will become equals to Z, or Z will become equals to E. So 1 Faraday is the charge. So how much is the charge? Z into, that is we can say E will become equals to Z into 96500. Since 1 Faraday is equals to, that is since that we can say 1 Faraday in Coulomb, we can say since 1 Faraday is equals to 96500. So say this is the equation 1, and now we can put the value of this thing. So Z will become equals to what? E upon 96500. This will be the value of E, Z for any equation. Suppose this is equation 2. So when we put by putting the value of Z in equation 1, what we will get? That is the W will become equals to E into IT by 96500, or this equation can be written as, or that is W upon E will become equals to what? I into T by 96500. So this is the main equation for calculation of amount of the substance discharged at any electrode. Now we can see, that is, since W by E, amount of the substance divided by its equivalent mass, is called what? It is called gram equivalent. It is called gram equivalent, that is Ne. Ne is also equals to what? Moles into N factor. So this equation can be written as what? W upon E now will become what? N into N factor, or IT by 96500. If moles are given, this equation will be used directly if moles of a substance has to be determined, then directly we can use this equation. One more thing we can see here, that is, since moles is equals to what? Weight of the substance. Moles is equals to weight of the substance divided by its molecular weight. Therefore, we can substitute this value here, that is the W by M into N factor will become equals to IT by 96500. This equation we can utilize when the weight of the substance and molecular weight we know, N factor we should also know how many electrons are. Here N factor will be what? The total number of electrons lost or gained by the substance at anode or cathode respectively. Or we can say, or that is for gaseous substance, for gaseous substance, volume of gas at STP can be determined, at STP can be determined, that is for gaseous substance, mole will be equals to what? B in ml at STP divided by 22,400 ml. So now we can put this value here. So this will become what? W by M is also moles. So this can be equals to what? V in ml at STP divided by 22,400 ml into N factor. This will become equals to IT by 96500. So this will be the equation 6, or we can see for aqueous solution. For aqueous solution, if molarity and volume in liter is given or has to be determined, then moles is equals to what? Molarity into volume. Moles are equals to what? Molarity into volume. So volume in liters. So now we can substitute this value in equation 6. This will become what? mv into n factor. This will be equals to ITY 96500. Equation 7 we can say. Or for aqueous solution, for aqueous solution, for aqueous solution, if normality and volume is given, then this equation can be utilized, or this equation can be replaced by, that is the normality into volume directly. This is the gram equivalent ITY 96500. So this equation can be used. In that case, that is the equation 8. Is it clear to everybody? So whatever equation is taking place, that we can determine. For example, suppose electrolysis of NaCl solution. Electrolysis of NaCl solution. So at cathode, first at anode we can see, at anode oxidation will take place. At anode what reaction will take place? That is the 2Cl minus will convert into Cl2 gas plus 2 electrons. So here n factor, because it is losing 2 electrons. So what will be the n factor for this? 2. And at cathode, what reaction will take place? That is reduction of water, 2 H2O molecules plus 2 electrons. So this will form 2 OH minus plus H2 gas will liberate. So here is also n factor is what? Whatever reaction is taking place at cathode or anode, that we have to check how many electrons are transferred, how many electrons are lost by the 1 mole of the substance or for the 1 mole of the product formation. That we have to check how many electron it is losing at anode and how many electron it is gaining at cathode. That will be the n factor for this reaction. Only the thing is what? Gram equivalent concept. That is the law of equivalence. Gram equivalent of a substance discharged at anode will always be equals to the gram equivalent of a substance gained at cathode. So I think everybody understood this concept, and we will discuss one problem sheet regarding this in the next class. So this is the quantitative aspect of Faraday's law. That is the amount of a substance discharged at any electrode is directly proportional to the charge supplied. Is it clear to everybody? Okay, so in the next class or next session, I will discuss some problem, very interesting problem, advanced level problem from this particular concept, that is the quantitative aspect of electrolysis or Faraday's first law. Okay then.